show how things move. Symbols if you need to. If you draw symbols, make sure you're putting them here.
All right, 8th grade. This is lesson 24, constructing graphs to solve problems. All right, this is lesson 24, constructing graphs to solve problems. We have some reminders. Graphs are pictures of data. Sometimes graphs can indicate trends. Line graphs use connected points to show trends. Also, a zigzag line above the zero of the graph show that the numbers 0 to $7 have been left out. This saves space but keeps the graph in proportion. So, it says the table shows how Davin's hourly wage has changed. Look at the line graph of data. Predict how much Davin will make per 35 hours a week after his first raise. Now, if you look at this, in 1992, he had $7.25, then he made $7.75, $8.25, $8.80, and then $9.30. Now, if you remember, it talked about the squiggly lines. They left out from $0 to $7. There's no need for anything below $7 to be on this graph. So that's what they've done. It says from the graph, you can see that Davin's wage has increased steadily each year. Each year, the raise was either 50 cents or close to 50 cents. A good estimate for his next raise is $9.30 plus 50 cents would be $9.80. To find his salary for a 35 work week at that rate, multiply. So they guessed that his new hourly rate would be $9.80. It's a 35-hour a week. So he's going to now make $343 a week. No, a year. No, a week. 45 for a 35-hour week, he's going to make $443. It says you can imagine extending the line graph to predict in what year David will make at least $11. Okay. Now, it says Laquina earns $2,500 per month. The partly completed table below shows her monthly expenses. If her car payment doubles, what percent of her budget will the new car payment make up? Now, if you remember, when we've done problems like this before, we know that she earns this much. That's our total. So what we have to do is we have to take the $200 for the car and we divide it by the 2,500. That gives us a decimal, and then we convert that to a percent. I need to make this a little bigger so I can write. So this is going to be 8%. Then if I take my 8% and I multiply it by 360, because in a circle graph it's 360, and that's going to be 29 degrees. The other, if I take 1,675 divided by the 2,500, I get 67%. And if I multiply 67% by 360 degrees, I get 241 degrees. Multiply that by 360, I get 241 degrees. Make sure you have this chart filled out before going on to the next page, so pause your video before moving on. All right, it says, make a circle graph to see the effect. Complete the table. Use it to create the graph at the right. Now, you guys probably don't have a protractor at home. If you're working in school, I can have one and help you do this. Now, Our car payment was 8% or 29 degrees. And that is at about right here. So this is going to be our car, and it's 8%. Then the rest of it is other at 67%. Then it says, draw a dash line on the completed graph to show how much more her budget would be taken by her car payment if it was twice as big. So if I just kind of double this and do that, that's how much it would show. And what percent of her budget will the bigger car payment make up? Well, it's 16% because 8% double is 16. So make sure you get this taken care of copying down. Then you're going to come down here to the exercise, and you have to plot your points on the test or on the graph. And then it says, what might the attendance figures be for next week? Now, I'm going to do this here. That means about. So if you give me a number and you have those little squigglies in front of it, it means about. When you come on number 4, it says, do you think the attendance figures will rise in the same way all season? Explain your answer. And I'm just saying that if you give me a reasonable answer to whether you think it will rise or not rise, then you will get credit for problem number 4. So make sure you get those two things finished. When you come down on number 5, now, since it says work with a partner, we're going to mark this out. So I'm very nice to you guys on that one, especially if you watch this video. So what do you have to do? You need to do problems number, you have to plot this information on the graph. You have to guess what you think the attendance might be for the next week. You have to answer what if you think it'll keep rising, if you think it'll drop, and give me your reasons. So that's what you have to do on this assignment. Now, finish it up. Don't forget to submit to me through Canvas when done. Good luck and have fun.